Often people will come to hear me speak on leadership, and they'll come up to me and they'll shake my hand. They'll say, I'm so excited. I'm going to hear you talk on leadership, and today I'm going to become a leader. And I said, no, you're not. Now, today you may begin your leadership journey, but you're not going to become a leader in one session or reading one book. You're not that good, nor am I that good. It takes time. It's a process. I've written more material on leadership than any man that's ever lived. And yet I'm still learning how to lead. I'm still growing as a leader. Too many times we try to microwave leaders. We put them we get our company leadership microwave and we put our leaders in there and we push some numbers and then we zap them. And we hope that they'll come out as great leaders. It takes time. When Delta Airlines 8 years ago filed Chapter 11 and was financially in trouble, the president, CEO, sat down with me and said, John, if you were leading this company, what would you do? And I said, very simply, you have an airline company, but you don't have a leadership culture. And because you don't have a leadership culture, you're not reaching your potential. And so they brought in 3,500 of their employees around the world, and for a day I taught them the 5 levels of leadership. I shared with them, if you want to develop a leadership culture, if you want to develop a company that really understands leadership, you've got to understand the 5 levels of leadership. Just because you have a leadership position doesn't mean you're a good leader. I know many people, they have the position of a leader, but they're not a good leader. But because you have a position, people follow you because they have to. In other words, they have no choice. Now, if people follow you and they have no choice, it's not because you're a good leader, it's because they have no choice. I have to follow them. That's how I get my paycheck. That's how I keep my job. You never know if you're a good leader if the people that are following you have no choice. The position doesn't make the leader. The leader makes the position. And the number one challenge in my organization that trains around the world, the number one challenge we have is to go from country to country and culture to culture and help people see that yes, you can lead out of position, but it doesn't make you a good leader. When people don't have to follow you, but want to follow you, now you're a good leader. And you never know if you're a good leader if you stay at level 1. What you know is people have to follow you. So, are people behind you? Yes. Are people doing what you said? Yes. Are people doing what you requested? Yes, 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 yes. Means nothing. They have no choice. That's not leadership. Leadership is the ability to influence people to follow you because you're a good leader. Let me tell you what I know about your people. If quitting time, when work is over, is 5 o'clock in the afternoon, if that's quitting time, about 4:30 in the afternoon, everybody's starting to clear their desk. They're, clearing it all off, and you say, why are they clearing their desk? Well, they're clearing their desk because they're 30 minutes away from the most important time all day. They get to quit, and they can hardly wait to quit. When they went to work in the morning, their goal was to quit. The most important thing they thought about all day is 5 o'clock. Yes, 5 o'clock. Free at last. Free at last. So 4:30, they're clearing their desk. Why? Because when 5 o'clock comes, they don't want anything to impede the exit. They want to be able to go. They're done. At 4:45, they get up from their desk and they're walking around the offices and they're saying goodbye to everybody. Goodbye. Hey, call me tonight. Give me a call. See you. Good to talk to you. Touch you later. Bye. At 4:50, they go to the restroom. They want to be sure to do that on company time. At 4:55, they're back at their desk, but they're not back at their desk to work. No. They're putting on track shoes. And at 4:57, they're counting down. They're ready for the race. 10, 9, 8, 7. And at 5 o'clock, they're gone. They're gone. It's a miracle. A few years ago when I did the opening session at the United Nations and spoke to all the ambassadors of the world, they asked me to spend 2 hours teaching leadership. And so I kept asking myself, I've only have 2 hours to teach these world leaders about leadership. What should I teach? And so I went to New York City, and in that opening session, I shared with them what I'm going to share with you right now. I looked at all these leaders around the world, all the different countries, all the different cultures, and I said, let me say something. Wherever you lead and wherever you're from, when people follow you, they ask 3 questions. And these 3 questions are what I call the followers' questions. And when they look at myself or when they look at you as leaders, there are 3 things they're asking themselves. Number 1, do you care for me? Do you care for me? Who wants to follow a leader that doesn't care for a person, that doesn't value that person? Do you care for me? Question number 2, can you help me? In other words, if I follow you, is it going to get better for me? Am I going to go to a higher level, or am I going to be able to do things I can't do? If I follow you, can you help me? Can you help me? That's question 2. Question number 3, can I trust you? If I follow you, are you going to lead with me in mind? Are you going to lead with my interest in mind? Can I trust you? Or are you going to manipulate me? Are you going to use me for your personal advantage? 3 questions. Do you care for me? That talks about a leader's compassion. Can you help me? That talks about a leader's competence. Can I trust you? That's all about the character of the leader.